The news for Thursday, May 9th, 2013, from voanews.com. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry says efforts to find a political solution to the Syrian crisis will create a transitional government without President Assad. Kerry spoke Thursday in Rome, where he was meeting with the Jordanian Foreign Minister, saying the goal is a transitional body agreed to by the Syrian government and those opposed to Assad. Kerry says that clearly means the Syrian president will not be part of the transitional government. Gunmen kidnapped the son of a former Pakistani Prime Minister on Thursday as fears of election violence were raised by a letter from the leader of the Pakistani Taliban revealing plans for suicide bomb attacks on polling day to undermine the vote. Gunmen kidnapped the son of Yusuf Raza Gilani, former Prime Minister of the outgoing PPP, as he was headed to a small political gathering in the central city of Multan, police said. A secretary and guard were shot dead in the attack. Officials in Bangladesh say at least 8 people died in a garment factory fire in the capital late Wednesday. The fire erupted after most workers had gone home. Authorities say police and garment factory officials were holding a meeting in the 11-story building when the fire broke out. Earlier Wednesday, the Bangladesh government said it had shut down 18 garment factories for safety reasons, following the April 24th collapse of a building housing 5 garment factories. The death toll from that incident has risen to more than 900. Bangladesh's $20 billion textile industry accounts for nearly 80% of the country's exports. Gunmen from a shadowy Nigerian cult have killed at least 23 police officers who were attempting to arrest the group's leader. Officials in Nigeria say the officers were ambushed as they approached a shrine of the cult. Nigerian newspapers report even higher casualties, saying up to 55 police and more than 90 people in all were killed in the gun battle that erupted Tuesday. Local officials say the cult was forcefully recruiting people in the area. The former Ohio school bus driver accused of holding 3 women captive in his home for a decade made his first court appearance. Bowing his head as a judge set a high bond in the case, Ariel Castro said nothing during a brief hearing as he gazed downward. A Cleveland, Ohio judge set the bond at $8 million. A prosecutor said Castro bound and sexually assaulted the women who were abducted from 2002 to 2004 and held them in his house for a decade. The prosecutor said the women were never free to leave the residence. Castro is charged with 3 counts of kidnapping and rape involving Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, and Michelle Knight. All 3 women were kidnapped when they were teenagers or in their early 20s. Members of the Kurdish rebel group the PKK have started withdrawing from Turkey into neighboring Iraq. The move is being seen as a crucial step in the peace process, but both sides are voicing concerns over the withdrawal process. The withdrawal of the estimated 1,500 to 2,000 fighters is part of ongoing peace efforts to end the nearly 3 decades-long fighting with the Turkish state. A spokesman said in a press release Wednesday that the withdrawal is the latest positive development in peace efforts.